Hey guys, welcome back. Let's start today's tutorial on HTML headings, paragraph formattings, and HTML comments. So let's get started. So let's open a notepad. So basically, HTML headings are defined with H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading, whereas the H6 defines the least important heading. Headings are important. Search engines uses the headings to index the structure and content of web pages. Users often skip a page by its headings. It is important to use headings to show the document structure. So let's start coding. Here, this is the opening of my H1 tag, and this is the closing of my H1 tag. This H1 tag should be used for main headings, followed by the H2 tag. Then from the H3 tag starts the least important headings. So I'm copying this. So this is what we are going to do today. So here I'm putting my first heading. Here I'm putting my second heading. Then comes my third heading. My fourth heading. My fifth heading. Then comes my sixth heading. And now I'm saving the file. And now let's run our file in browser and test our code. Here I'm putting this. Ta-da! Let's see the result. And this is what the result is. This is H1, this is H2, this is H3, this is H4, and this is H5, and this is H6. So basically the size of heading comes in a descending order. The largest one is H1 and the least size is of H6. So this is what headings are about. So let's learn about paragraphs. So basically this is the opening tag of a paragraph and this is the closing tag of a paragraph. A paragraph always starts on a new line and is usually a block of text. The HTML element defines a paragraph. A paragraph always starts on a new line, and browsers automatically add some white space or margin like before and after a paragraph. So like for example, this is a paragraph and this is another paragraph. I've saved the file, now testing it. And here you can see the space is automatically added. So there might be a doubt in HTML display, so I clear that. You cannot be sure how HTML will be displayed. Large or small screens and resized windows will create different results. With HTML, you cannot change the display by adding extra spaces or extra lines in your HTML code. The browser will automatically remove any extra spaces and lines when the page is displayed. Like for example, here I'm going to create a paragraph with a lot of line breaks. Basically, this contains this paragraph contains a lot of lines in the source code, but the browser will remove it. I've saved my file, now running it. And here you can see the extra lines are removed. Now, if there is any doubt in extra spaces, so let's add extra spaces. Here I'm adding a lot of space in between the characters. So I've saved my file. Now I'm running it. And here you have seen that the extra spaces is also removed. So now let's learn about the HTML horizontal rules. The HR tag, which defines a thematic break in an HTML page and is most often displayed as a horizontal rule. The HR element is used to separate content or define a change in an HTML page. So let's test the HR tag. So I'm testing the HR tag over here. I've saved my file, now running it. Here you can see we got the lines. Now there's a difference between HR tag and the break tag. The difference is HR tag has lines and break tag doesn't have lines. So if I use a break tag over here, take my file, and here you can see. So one more thing to remember, that is that HR tag is an empty tag, which means that it has no end tag. So now coming towards formatting elements. So basically HTML formatting elements were designed to display special types of text, like here, let's start. The B tag for bold text, the strong tag for a strong text, then the I tag for italic text, EM tag for emphasized text, then mark tag for marked text, then small tag for small text, then del tag for deleted text, then the ins tag for inserted text, then the sub tag for subscript text, and the sub tag for superscript text. So now let's test these texts. So here I'm writing text. Here in strong, then in italic, then in emphasized, then in mark, then in small, then in del, then inserted, subscript, and superscript. But there's one more thing. These tags, these formatting elements don't have by default line breaks. So here we need to add line breaks. So this is how we'll add a line break, which we have learned in our previous class. So I've saved my file, now I'm running it. And here you can see the amazing effects of formatting elements. Now let's learn about the type of comment tag used in HTML. Well, HTML comments are not displayed in the browser, but they can help document your HTML source code. So now I'm going to comment above these formatting elements. So basically what I'm going to do is labeling. This way, this is the start tag of a comment and this is the end tag. This is the end tag and this is the start tag. Now one thing to notice is that there is an exclamation mark in the start tag, but not in the end tag. Okay, so here in the comment I'm writing as bold text. And here I'm writing as strong text. I've saved my file, now running it. And here you can see there's no change made by those comments. The only benefit which you will get is that you can understand which code is for what purpose. So now I'll teach you one more thing, which is commenting of codes. So this is how we comment the code. So I'll be telling you right now. So basically I'm going to comment from emphasize tag to the small tag. So this is how you comment and the comment is placed. Now once the code is commented, it will not be displayed in the browser. Here you can see. And one thing to note that comments are not displayed by the browsers, but they can help you document your HTML source code. Comments are also great for debugging HTML because you can comment out your HTML code lines one at a time to search for errors. So that's all for today's class. In our next class, we'll be learning about links, images, iframes, and find paths. Thank you.